What's up, Buttons? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're here on the Shattered Veil, and we're going to be checking out the Essex Model oh 07, returning weapon from Black Ops 6 Zombies previously, but it is here available through the ballerina event. You just have to complete grabbing 170 of the coins, which takes a little bit of time. Now, if you guys want some tips or how you want to know how I did it specifically, I just went in and did a couple of runs. One of them I went to like 50 something. The other one I went to like 30, and I was able to get it pretty quickly. It does take a while. You will get them to drop. You just have to kind of make sure that you put yourself in close proximity at any given moment to be able to pick up the coins anytime you hear them drop, just like that. So that way you're able to get it before it does, actually despawn. So if you guys are struggling or you feel like it's taking a long time, it'll probably take like maybe 2.5, 3 hours total to kind of get enough of the coins to actually unlock the weapon. Then, of course, you have to level it up, and then you'll be able to use it from there. So far, so good, though. I do have the CHF barrel on. We are doing 573 to the dome, as long as we can hit it. And I feel like that's a good start. I kind of anticipate being a marksman rifle, this thing's going to struggle handling-wise, which it kind of feels like it does. And then its benefits will probably be pretty decent-sized damage, or decent amount of damage, I guess, per shot to the head. So we are going to be taking this 2-round 41 with the Rampage Inducer like we do with many other weapons. I haven't heard anybody recommend a different type of test for, new weapons or just trying out weapons in general. The only feedback I've gotten previous was when I was doing 36, people suggested 41, given that double tap was in the game and it makes weapons quite a bit stronger. So I feel like this is a good spot. Most players probably don't go past 40 with the regular weapon in general, so I feel like it's a nice, happy medium to see what the weapons are capable of. Plus, you're going to know whether it's good or bad by then anyway. I don't think you necessarily have to hit the health cap with each and every weapon to determine, the viability of it, I guess. I got to be honest, I was a little bit worried about this weapon when I first heard it was returning, just because I felt like it was really underwhelming. How do we feel like we're doing so little damage? The insta-kill was so low. Weren't we doing 573? Hey, we are. Wasn't it showing like 200 and something just a second ago? I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it. But yeah, when this was the weapon I heard was returning, I was a little bit worried because I definitely feel like this was a terrible experience in, was it Black Ops 4 when it was available. So glad that it seems to be doing much better, and at least it seems like it's going to be a heavy hitter in the damage department once we actually get this thing juiced up. Well, I accidentally hit a nuke in the early rounds. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but you know what? We'll just hang out here till we have about 20,000. That way we can make our way down below. This definitely doesn't feel like a weapon I'm going to be excited to be in the mainframe with, as the handling or mobility with it just doesn't feel great. I will say the one negative for a weapon like this is that you usually have to be incredibly accurate with it, meaning that you actually rely heavily on headshots the entire run to actually do any consistent damage. A lot of other weapons, especially some of the better ones, you could, manage to not hit headshots consistently and still have a pretty high-performing weapon, which I don't think will be the case with this. So we will have to lock in, make sure we're hitting headshots, get dead shot, make sure we're taking full advantage of all the good things that can help us do more damage, and then we'll focus up. I also feel like this with double tap is going to be pretty gross. I mean, obviously, I did level it up a little bit. I had to get 25 levels, or I wanted to at least get 25 levels to get that extended mag 2, because I feel like in zombies, one of the most important attachments has to be extended mag outside of, like, the suppressor. Okay, that round is down. I feel like we should definitely leave at the end of round 8, because it's going to get a little bit rough. And maybe this will get us to at least 16, 17k as far as the essence is concerned, which would be pretty good for everything we are looking to get in the early stages of the game here. These guys are fast. I can hit them in the face. That's one of the other negatives to this weapon. You feel like you should hit them, and you're going to miss, and yeah, very unforgivable. How am I getting hit while I'm moving so quickly? These guys are demonic. Weapons like this are kind of annoying because you have to hit. You only get one shot, and then you have to wait the delay to get the other shot. Why is there a double points now? We're going to flip the round. I'm not flipping the round. There's no way. I feel like I should definitely just push forward here. Okay, we just got double tap. This thing is definitely shooting quite a bit faster. Come on, elevator zombies. We need you to get out of here. Oh, it didn't flip our round yet. That's good. Okay, that should help. We're going to flip the round. There's no plates or anything to grab. I need to open this up. Oh, the round already flipped. It was like instant. That was kind of crazy. Please open. Please open. Please open. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Let's go. Whew. Close quarters combat. I mean, I needed a little bit more after buying double tap to be able to pack a punch anyway, but here we are. I was able to get jug, double tap. We got uncommon rarity, and we got dead wire. Good spot to be in. I got my camos on since I don't have enough camos unlocked to have anything cool. And now we can start actually making this work. I think we'll stay down here until we can get Pack-a-Punch level 2 and a little bit extra that we need to grab the things that we want on the way back to the front of the mansion. But we should be able to have some fun here. I can tell you right now that the hipfire accuracy is heavily improved just by Pack-a-Punching. And then the other thing I've already noticed is it looks like it is basically full auto while it's Pack-a-Punch, so you just hold the button down. I don't need any more of those coins, so I'm not going to go out of my way to pick them up. But yeah, you just have to hold the button down, which is huge for a weapon like this. Can we get some of these guys out of here? We want the points, otherwise I would just hit the nuke. Come on. Come on. How am I missing those? I don't understand. They're bobbing and weaving. There we go. Super dope hipfire accuracy. We're going to probably rely on that quite a bit. I mean, we don't have a lot of perks yet, but I will say I feel like I'm definitely pretty slow with this weapon. I mean, that's just the way it is with some of these, right? Our sprint speed's probably not ideal with a marksman rifle. I mean, the handling with these types of weapons in general is just not usually particularly good, but they usually make up for it in damage. So far, the damage has been fantastic. Like, what are we doing now? 3,000? 3,000? Already? That seems busted. That is actually kind of insane. We are pack 1, green, and we are getting 3,000 damage out of this. We might actually have to revisit all the bosses with this one. This one might be one worth actually doing all the bosses. I wish we had a boss rush style mode or a way to get to the bosses quick that I could actually do more videos like that, but going through all of the Easter eggs on each of the maps to do that is a lot of work. So not to say I'm not going to do it, not to say I don't enjoy it, but if the weapon ends up being like very mediocre and we get like 2 bosses in, I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe the idea is good or bad, we still post it, right? Even if I get smoked on a boss, maybe that still counts for the content purposes, right? Okay, we have dead wire, so maybe this will help, but oh, come on. Stop bobbing and weaving in front of me. The amount of movement like that really sucks for weapons like this. Okay, this should be the last couple of them. There we go. We're in a good spot. Just a few more rounds. I really want to get out of this area. This is not the place to be, but I don't want to have to come all the way back down here shortly just to get pack 2, so it's worth the extra stay to get that out of the way. Okay, full auto. One thing I don't have for the setup, I will include my loadout in the pinned comment down below, but the one thing I don't have unlocked for the setup was rapid fire because it was just so much further to unlock it. Figured, you know what, I'll get that out eventually, and I wasn't really sure how much of an impact it would actually make, but there's always possible that helps quite a bit. But I will say, the rate of fire is not terrible considering how much damage we're doing as long as we're hitting those headshots. So in comparison to other weapons that are in similar fashion, this thing has a pretty dang fast rate of fire. And at least you don't have to burn your trigger finger out in the process. Hey, zombies, hook me up. Oh, that was nice. Dead wire right off the rip. Should be a way to get through some of these guys. Give me tons of salvage. Gift me stuff. Gift me things. No, don't transform. I don't want you guys doing that. Give me a power up. All right, I do have enough to pack a punch to level 2. Might as well just utilize my ammo, though, a little bit, since we're going to get freaking free ammo resupply with our pack. Okay, the rest of these guys should be going down soon. I feel like we're going to kill the Disciple incredibly fast with this setup, which is nice. It's nice to have the weapon, despite me feeling like it was going to come out underwhelming and not be a very good gun. It's impressing me thus far. It's actually exceeding my expectations, because I did expect, the fairly bad maneuverability with the weapon or handling or, whatever you want to call it. But I wasn't anticipating the damage to be this good. All right, pack 2. We're in this to win this. We can now save up 3,000 more points and I can leave this spot. Dang, it's been a good time to have a decoy. We got an insta-kill. Come on. Come on. Look how fast these guys are. I can't even fire quickly enough. That is a negative to this weapon for sure. The zombies move faster than the bullets can fire, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh, we can actually make good use of this. Keep hitting them. Is that the last one? I kind of want to hit the nuke on my way back to the front. We might as well hit the nuke. Let's hit this guy. I'm going to flip around and hit the nuke to destroy our Disciple, I think, actually. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be showing up. There it is. Comes through the window. Hit that. I mean, we're going to be trolling a little bit here, but that guy out of here. Why did he not die? Come on, come on. What the heck's going on here? There we go. We got him out of here. I was a little worried about that, but we made it work. Let's get the heck out of here. Let's go get a 2-player PhD and make our way to the front of this frickin' place. Okay, we made it to the front of the mansion. We're here. We did it. We're here. We freaking made it. Yeah, the hipfire is excellent. Hipfire is actually excellent. And what is that, 12,000 damage? I mean, we did get epic rarity. I was able to skip rare rarity, basically, because I didn't get it earlier, which is nice. I mean, we're this far in. Might as well get as many upgrades as we possibly can. Put ourselves in a good spot. And with weapons like this, you kind of want to stay overpowered. You want to take advantage of the extra damage that it does, because it's weak in many other areas. They've got all our toxic zombies spawned in. Oh, Deadwire came in clutch there. Okay, got that guy. Oh, come on. It's kind of hard to aim it. Boom. Oh, that's not the last one. There's still more spawning. I figured it would be the last one by now, but apparently not. Not the last one? What is going on here? There's more than normal. Nah, probably not. I would say this is definitely a weapon you would want to make sure to have Deadwire on, just because it seems way more single target than a lot of the faster fire rate, you know, assault rifle, SMGs, things you can swap targets quickly and inflict damage. Yeah, those won't have that problem. But being that this thing does have a delay between shots, I feel like it helps a lot, right? Helps a lot to be able to have Deadwire. That extra crowd control, just being able to stun them, slow them down, whatever the case is, only going to make your experience better, make the weapon feel better. But, I mean, I got to say, so far, I really am impressed with this weapon. I thought it was going to be a nothing burger, no one would care about it, but it is at least a bit of fun to use. Get him as grouped as I can and hope for the best. That's the plan. Headshots, headshots. I mean, the good news, we're doing overkill damage on these regular zombies. I mean, if we end up getting a doppel sometime soon, that'll be fun to fight. Probably still going to kill it really fast, but it'll still be fun to fight. I'm going to go ahead and try to build these guys up a little bit more here. I don't necessarily want to not get the nuke, but if I could flip the round with it, that would be even better. Probably going to... Am I going to skip out on it? I don't know. Want as much of these guys as I can. I think that's good. I honestly could have swore when I completed the last event that had something to collect like this, whenever I finished all of the items or claimed them all, those no longer dropped. I wish it was the case for this one, because I'm still getting the coins, but I have no use for the coins. I've already, you know, I've already acquired every item, which obviously this being the last reward. I don't think you guys will take too long to get it. Follow my strat. Just go through, run it up. Make sure you're picking up all of them as you hear them drop. I think it's more of a time played thing than it is amount of like rounds flipped or zombies killed or anything like that. So based on my experience and based on comparing it with a buddy, which is J-God, we kind of came to the conclusion it was more time-based than anything. And even if you kill like a bunch of extra zombies, you'll just go like more rounds without any of the zombies dropping coins. And then you'll get an abundance of coins all at once. I also think they did it in a way to make it less predictable so that people are forced to just play the game and hope that they get it whenever they get it. Because I think the way it's designed, you'll notice the inconsistency is enough where if you were leaving matches, you might just leave right before the threshold of getting a nice group of 10 plus, which would be pretty disappointing. Okay, I'm hoping this is going to be enough. I can hit fire. Come on. Hit fire. Hit fire. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, yeah, we're doing huge. Okay, 18k to the face. All right, we're good. Yeah, I was trying to hip fire the guy while my thing was out, but it didn't want to. Holy smokes, beginning of these rounds are always so chaotic because the zombie spawns are crazy. Okay, we finally got a doppel. Do you think we one-tap it? I think we almost did. I think we might have hit it once, maybe twice. Definitely hit it once, but I don't know if the second shot connected. But we definitely did huge damage, at the very least. I think it was blocked by the zombies. Let's hit it. Oh, no, it's dead. It was very damaged. It was like maybe 15% health or less. Okay, this should be the last of our zombies in this round. I mean, I got to give it credit. It's doing, like I said, better than I anticipated. But I definitely feel like its flaws are pretty obvious, and it's similar to many of the other marksman rifles or single-fire weapons. At least you just don't have to work with your trigger finger the entire time. But downside, the time in between shots is definitely enough to make missing a very reasonable outcome, right? You're going to miss a little bit more, especially when they're moving. The way these zombies bob and stuff, it's kind of crazy. All right, we do have these guys. I really want to get to the point where legendary so I could buy some freaking decoys. We got a mutant injection. I want to save that for the exfil at 41. That should be our last two guys. I really need to get quick revive and speed cola, so let's go ahead and do that before this next round goes too deep. Now we should be pretty juiced up here. I need to get these guys out of here quick. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. It's crazy how fast the zombies are. They basically negate your PhD slide when they have Rampage Inducer going. Like, you slide and you get just enough time to fire like a bullet or two and they've already caught back up. Or they just come from another angle and sneak in like that. No dropping plates, but they'll spawn them as close as possible to me and make them hit me in the back while I'm trying to gather some sort of protection. Okay, last couple zombies for this round. We're almost at the point we can hit the Wonder Fizz, which I'm excited about. Once we have Dead Shot, that might actually help a little bit, especially for the Disciples, which we want to make sure we crit each and every shot. I think hip firing might be the play for sure. I mean, not later on when you're really trying to hit those headshots to make sure you're killing enemies, or at least the armored guys. But earlier on, for sure, you can get away with it once you pack punch once. It's got to be like the pack-a-punch bonus, right? Like, just find the hip-fire accuracy a bit. That guy out of here. Everybody's still spawning. It's one of those. Think you're at the end of the round and they're still spawning. Okay, I got just enough salvage. We can get legendary rarity after this. We can also probably just go through and grab our perks as well when the round flips. I do have double shroud. It is possible it's going to be a disciple round, which I guess we'll wait. Let's just wait and see if it's a disciple round first. If they spawn, then it'll be really worth waiting a second. It's insta-kill. Doesn't sound like it. I'm just going to grab the insta-kill and go for it. Now we finally feel speedy. We have all our perks. And I was able to get the 3-plater as well. Can I hit the crit spot on this guy? Bouncing. I didn't see how much damage that was, but it was a lot. It was like 20,000. We're not pack 3 yet. It's the only thing we don't have. But everything else we're good on. I probably need to go ahead and grab some ammo. Good news, though. We should be able to start generating decoys, which could be really nice for a weapon like this. Alongside making sure you run dead wire so you don't have to deal with the negative effects of the Omega single target zombie weapon that we got going on here. All right, we'll buy some ammo. We're in a good spot. We are in a good spot. How much we do into the head? Holy crap. That is crazy. That is very good damage for a pack 2 weapon, regardless of it being legendary. Hip fire, hip fire. You guys are so fast, I can't even stop moving for a moment. There we go. Get everybody out of here. Hit them all. I don't know what the penetration damage is like on this. This might be a weapon worth using FMJ on, to be honest, depending on how many zombies it actually hits. Because, you know, the more collateral damage you're going to do, especially when the zombies are built up, the better off you'll be. Okay, we're in a good spot here. Oh, I forgot I swapped to Electric Cherry. I was like, why do I have random activations? Because I had Electric Cherry swapped onto Elemental Pop so that I could have some fun with that. Boom, last one of the round. This may be our first double Disciple round, but I should be able to kind of spam this a little bit. Holy crap, 49,000. Did you see 49,000? Because I saw 49,000. That's an insane number. That is some of the craziest damage I've seen on a weapon like this in a while. Especially for it being like one that you don't have to burn your finger out on. Look at this. This still kind of works, actually, because the rate of fire is so slow. It looks a little dumb. Probably a little bit more annoying to look at, but as far as like actually working, it's crazy. Hitting all crits, hitting all crits. Get everybody out of here. Oh, it's a double points. We definitely want that for whatever amount of zombies we have left. Just feel like we're not getting that many plates in return, which is kind of unfortunate. Come on, drop me armor. Somebody drop me armor. You guys should all be dead. Dropping. No. Yeah, this thing's kind of insane. I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't say it's overpowered because it's probably fairly well balanced for the type of weapon it is. I mean, even with weapons that do a ton of damage like this, they have negative things that you may or may not want to deal with in order to take advantage of that extra damage, right? It should be a good chunk of our guys here. Oh, well, it didn't matter. Deadwire off the first shot is insane. There, we should be able to get a bunch of them out. I just need to eliminate enough of them where I'm confident when they come back in that I can group them all up into one fell swoop. Okay, another decoy for them to hang out with. Wow, I got insanely lucky with my activations there. No way there's a decoy in there, right? Nope, that's okay. I can buy a couple. I got the points. I just got to do it before this next round starts. The more I hipfire this thing, the more fun I'm having with it in hipfire. Whoa, those guys got all caught up to me at once. That was crazy. Running backwards. Hipfiring. Look at this. Headshots for 28k. The zombie closest to me, though, is on some crazy Matrix stuff. There's no way you don't get hit that entire time. It's like 10 shots fired. Dude was like left, right, left, right. You can't hit me. I'm like, I mean, I should be. All right, throw a decoy, you pick up a decoy, and then you hope for the best with the rest. We have the insta-kill. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. It was just inevitable. Okay, this might be the last of them. I threw another decoy just to get them grouped up because they spawned in almost immediately. I think we're good. 28,502 just seems crazy. Something else I feel like I gotta mention when it comes to this weapon is although it's doing a ton of damage, the amount of time it takes me to get through zombies is actually longer because the rate of fire is so slow, right? So I can only shoot one at a time, and I can only shoot so quickly. meaning any fully auto weapon that's even just remotely strong enough to eliminate the zombies in a reasonable time is going to do way better for this in general, right? You're going to get through the zombies quicker, the runs are going to go faster. Like, this is definitely going to be not one of our fastest runs to 41. I'll obviously tell you what we're looking at toward the end, but if it's anything beyond like an hour, it's definitely a slow weapon regardless of the power that it inflicts, right? Like, I don't think I really need to pack punch this again as far as headshot damage is concerned, and I'd be fine for the rest of the run. But I feel like it's, you know what I mean? You want that extra damage, especially if you're not hitting the headshots. The heck? Don't get me trapped. Oh, no way. It blessed me. Throwing it. Get out of here. I wish they would react to the decoys just a little bit quicker. Got the insta-kill, though. This should allow us to either finish these guys off. I think it will. Oh, come on. What are we doing? We're missing the last guy. Then we can actually get a start for a moment with this insta-kill for this next round, which is good for something like a Disciple that's about to spawn in. We're going to go ahead and let it throw that. Everybody else can go over there. Hip fire in this guy. Boom. He gone. 122,000. We saw that number, right? That was a crazy number. Why was that such a high number? I mean, we have insta-kill, or we had insta-kill for that moment, I think, so kind of makes sense, but kind of nuts. Yeah, this thing is insanely slow. I feel like this round is lasting forever because they keep just spawning in, and I'm only killing one dude per one of these shots. So if there's 100 zombies, we got to wait for 100 of those shots to go off regardless, right? Kind of how it feels. Like, literally feels like I'm getting one kill per shot, which partially could be to the fact that I need to pack punch level 3, but I shouldn't need to pack punch level 3. I feel like this late in the game, the negatives are starting to shine through a little bit. It's like, if I don't hit a headshot, zombie's not going to die, right? We're getting to that point, which is not the greatest spot to be in, but it could be worse, technically. Definitely could be worse, but now we are pack 3. Did throw a decoy there. I was able to grab some extra plates, which I desperately needed. And trying to hit these guys. Come on. Headshot. There we go. Huge headshot damage. Like 56k we hit him in the head there. These guys. Boom. I can't even see the number. One of these guys are going to be a clear number. What is that? 37,403. And that's without even hitting a multi-crit, right? Or whatever it is. Hitting multiple on the same guy, which would even increase the number further with our double tap. This is busted. I mean, I will say it doesn't feel great in any other element besides the damage, but it feels busted. All right, one of our doppel just transformed. Yeah, we did so much damage to that guy. Come on. Gotta hit that guy. Air sight. Come on. Give me an activation. Whenever I need the activation the most, I just don't get them. It drives me crazy. It is what it is. That's Black Ops 6 zombies for you. It's just RNG factoring in. Zombie closest to me is a freaking Matrix guy again. We're just dodging bullets. Look at that. Helmet does not save you from a freaking shot like that. There's no way. Only a few more left in the round. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is not a fast weapon. Like, we're going through the rounds at a reasonable speed, but much slower than the top weapons in the game. Let's see what we can do here. First, start off with a nice dead wire activation. Hip fire, hip fire, hip fire. That's all we can do. Boom. I mean, the good news is it's ridiculously accurate. Hard thing is, though, is that it's not like the way you would naturally want to fire a weapon like this. But it is a little weird. But it does work incredibly well. Okay, let's throw our decoy over there. I'm seeing some big numbers in there, 70,000s and stuff. That's kind of nuts. That's actually kind of nuts. Let's go. Stay away. Got a big chunk of our zombies out of the way, but I'm pretty confident they're going to keep spawning. That's some good news. We did get a nuke, so I'm going to throw the decoy. We're going to start spamming hip fires at their heads until we can get most of them. I think that's going to be enough to flip the round 100%. All right, toxic zombies means we got to throw our decoy out. Oh, that's even more helpful. Keep them closer even longer. And whatever new ones we get, absolutely going to help us to obliterate them. Hopefully this is the end of these guys. Hopefully this is where they all get destroyed. As long as they're all spawned in, I think we're good. Just like that. Absolutely insane. It looks like we got our disciple. Oh, I don't have any decoys. What the hell? Thought I had my decoys. I just do not. I wish you could fire more than one bullet, but you cannot. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Saw 98k. I saw 65k. That was actually kind of nuts. We got our second disciple. I'm trying to... Can you not go around the post as fast as I'm trying to go around it? The one thing about the disciples, they move just like... It's like they can see where you can see or something. And they just move in perfect movement. The only way to deal with this, I had to sneak in and grab a decoy because these stupid zombies are just doing circles, following me around at full speed while this guy just dodges me and stays away the entire time. What am I stuck on? Thank you for trying to trap me there, Doppelgast, but you have to try a little harder next time. I don't know why it's so hard to crit those guys. You aim at their head when you ADS, but it doesn't crit. Yeah, I was able to take out a huge chunk of our zombies there with that activation. That was awesome. Was that a Shatter Blast? I think Shatter Blast just went off or something. That explosion was crazy. Obviously, I already equipped some Shatter Blast augments after unlocking them, so in the case that we might actually get one of those activations through Elemental Pop, we're ready for it. Okay, good time to throw a decoy. We built up enough zombies. Hopefully I can hit this guy on the top of his head. I think the hitbox in them was just dumb. Can you stop moving? Oh my god, these guys. There we go. Hit it in the head again. See, like the second, if it didn't die, I was gonna say the second shot definitely hit it in the head. If it didn't count, I don't know what to tell you. I know for sure it hit him. I watched and I saw and I aimed. Yeah, we got ourselves an insta-kill. This thing causes a little bit too many issues as you go up in rounds because you need utmost precision to kill the zombies because if you hit them in the body, it's not gonna be enough to eliminate them. Being that everything is very single target, it feels like it takes an insane amount of time to get through the rounds. Like right now, we're at 55 minutes into the run. I'm going to tell you, with a lot of the better weapons in the game, we'd already be on round 41 or round 40 right now. So we are 5 rounds or so behind where we would normally be pace-wise while using this weapon, despite its insane damage and strength. Something I've already noticed for this weapon that is a bit unfortunate is when it comes to armor, having to hit an armored target twice is not the answer. If you were able to do enough damage to break the armor and kill them, or whatever the case is, right? Not having to hit them twice each and every time, you'd probably have a much better situation with this, but I think with that in mind, it's going to really deter a lot of people from even wanting to try this weapon at all, if I'm being completely honest. Because even with the high damage, like, that just never feels great. Hey, we got a disciple off the rip here. I'm throwing my decoy. Come on. Come on. We know we're hitting headshots. All right, easily destroyed that guy. No big deal. We already got 2 disciples out of it, or not disciples, doppels out of it, though, which is a bit unfortunate. Having to waste an ether shroud to go get ammo because my character wouldn't mantle over the box is kind of annoying, to be honest. All right, hit the headshots. Nice. These guys just work as shields, man. Didn't I kill him? You know, he's still alive. Oh, I hate doppels. Can we just go away? You guys wouldn't even transform if you keep the parasites from being on top of my head 24/7. Where is this guy? There we go, he's dead. I feel like it's situations like this, though, that just goes to show how much of an issue armor is in this game. Like, take their helmets off, maybe, and allow us to get a little bit more damage out of it for hitting crits, right? Or reward us, I guess I should say, for hitting crits. But it's crazy with a weapon like this doing as much damage as it does. You're not going to kill a zombie in one hit, even if you shoot him in the face, because the helmet's going to protect them for at least one shot. Kind of makes sense to some degree, but at the same time, doing as much damage as we are, I feel like it should kind of counter that whole scenario, and instead of creating a new issue for it. Slowly making progress. Yeah, these armored guys have become a huge nuisance for sure. And now the group can live even longer. Like, I wonder how long I've been in this match, because it's significantly longer than the usual experience to 41, if I'm being honest. Which I think also is going to make people feel like the weapon's not as good as the damage it's dealing, because if it takes people this long to get through runs, I mean, or they feel like it's this long to get through zombies, they're not going to feel like the weapon's very strong, right? At least that's my mindset. I'm going to go ahead and hit this nuke. Hopefully it's enough to finish the round, but I doubt it. Okay, 1 decoy out. We already read up on another one, so we're good. Keep hip firing. Hip fire. I can't even see what I'm firing at, but I know it's going to hit them. Just aim toward where the group was. And probably getting hit in the back. Yep. They're coming from all directions. It's going to be the perfect time to get our next decoy in. Come on, everybody. Go down. Oh, that's a horrible time to reload. Yeah, there we go. The explosion is real. And we get a max ammo. 1 more round. Yeah, it's definitely struggling now that we're getting a little bit more armored dudes, but it's just because, like, it's taking multiple shots for the same target, right? It's just slowing down the weapon so much, and it's making it feel less powerful. All right, let's throw our decoy. Hopefully dude will go for his thing. Where is he going? Stop trying to stand under or right above my head so I can't hit you. Okay, go, go, go. And I'll pop the shroud just in case. Keep myself safe. Get out of there. More than likely, we're going to get another one anyway. Another... Can we not move, buddy? Come on. There we go. We hit 1 time in the head. There's the second one. 56k. Oh, we did get another one. Throw that. This guy's over here. Should be able to kill him pretty quickly once we break the armor. Come on. 98k is crazy. But it works. It does exactly what we needed to do. We got the disciples out. The hardest part of the round is over. Now we just gotta live to see another day, right? spam with these guys. I don't have a decoy, I guess. I could try to get one or run around in here until I find one. Can't tell if they're done respawning yet. I'm throwing that. We're going to take this guy out. Get out of here. Can you stop trying to get so close? Like, at a certain point, you got to stop trying to get closer, you know? You're close enough. You're going to be hitting me way before you got to that point. All right, we should be able to hit fire these guys. Can I hit this guy? Holy smokes. This guy was not going to get hit. He was just moving too much. Too much movement. Sometimes, too, you get a bad spot where you're, like, just lining up with them moving back and forth and missing continuously. All right, we'll finish that guy off. I guess that's going to be the round, right? There's no way I'm going to be able to take advantage of insta-kill from this far away, but I'm going to go ahead and just grab it and take us all the way to the exfil. It's time to go. We've done it. Does it do really good damage? Yes. Does it still feel like a marksman rifle? Absolutely. Does it have a fall-off? Unfortunately, it does. Even with double tap, the amount of damage needed to break through the armor is just too much. If we could one-tap those guys to break through, because we're doing so much damage, like I said, it wouldn't be a big deal, and it would make the weapon feel significantly improved. But having to two-shot any individual when you have so many other enemies on your screen is never a good feeling. Oh, I was gonna say, where's our amalgam? It's over here. It's here. Okay, throw my decoy over there. Come on, I want to see what kind of damage we can do. Oh, we're doing huge damage. 65k 3 different times. Come on, another one, another one, another one. We did 99, or 98, I mean. Come on. There it is, it's gone. We killed it. We actually killed it. That was crazy. All right, throwing this. It says we have 22 guys. Oh, we have 30 guys, I mean. I don't know where I said 22. Should be able to help us get through them. The damage is crazy when you just hit straight up crits. Actually is crazy. 12 more. Look at that. Oh, 3 shots to kill this dude. And he's glued to my face, so I can't actually hit him half the time. All right, 9 more. Come on. Come on. We can do this. No streak needed for the exfil. What we want to see. Okay, gotta get the other guy out of here. And that's the last one. One more. One left. There we go. And we're out of here. We did it. Essex Model 07. Brand new weapon. What I say, unlock it? Why not? Have some fun. You'll do some high damage. Maybe it's incredibly good against bosses, but I think the lead up to the boss might not be the most fun experience. Outside of that, insane damage, expected, you know, mobility and things like that marksman rifles have. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!